So I just kind of like did my video about protein and I watched it and I'm like, you know what, there's a couple other things I need to mention. So basically, just to really get in there, that's very, 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 very important to keep the protein moderate. So if I were to actually put those in grams, that would be for a woman who's small in stature like myself. You could go as low as, if you're active and if you're an athlete, 60 grams of protein. If you're inactive, you have less of a need for the amino acids for repair. So you could go down to 50 grams, but I wouldn't go lower than 50 grams. Also, guys are asking me, do I need to take my BCAAs? I'm a bodybuilder. And I'm like, you know what? As far as Steve and Finney and Jeff Volek, which are awesome, especially Jeff Volek, he's badass. Yeah, you could take your BCAAs. I choose not to take any supplementation for my own personal reasons, but I've been told that BCAAs work quite well with MCT oil for recovery. So yeah, so those are two of the things that I didn't mention in the video prior. So this is a part 2 to the protein, and the types of protein you want to eat are grass-fed beef. If that's too expensive, try to do some free-range organic chickens. Try to go for the thighs and the drumsticks because those are the cheaper parts of an organic chicken. Don't forget your bone broth. You can go get grass-fed bones from if you're living in areas where you can get grass-fed bones, then from a local farm or from a store, then you can boil them for hours and create a lovely bone broth soup and get a lot of potassium out of that. You need potassium on the keto diet. That's the reason why you're having a headache. Or if you're taking the MCT oil, which is a medium chain triglyceride, which hits your brain faster and gets you into ketosis faster. That's a video coming soon. But yeah, those are the things that you can work that use the MCT oil and coconut oil as you are, and the BCAAs if you are a heavy lifter or if you're an endurance athlete and you're trying to do keto for the first time. If you're an athlete, you can get away with 50 grams, but now I'm going into the grams of carbs and I really want to talk about protein. So for guys who are big mofos, yeah, then you still got to lower your protein. You have less of a demand because you are in a anabolic state. You are not in a catabolic state. And catabolizing your muscle is due to stress, yeah, or overtraining or hypertrophy. But the breaking down effect is not as intense or as much while you're in ketosis because you don't need to break down amino acids because you don't need to go through gluconeogenesis to raise blood sugar. So because you're having a less catabolic effect, your muscles have a chance to grow and you become insulin sensitive. You guys, you do produce less insulin, but you're still producing it. And you're still eating carbs, you're just eating less carbs. So your muscles grow. How do I know? Because this little girl, I grew 10 pounds of fantastic muscle. If you look at my videos in the last couple of years, you can see my growth spurt. You can see my arms, my back, my legs, everything just got bigger. So look at my body fat, still low. Fan-freaking-tastic at the age of 46. So, this guy on his phone. So we're both on our phone. How's that for you? Okay, guys, I would try to do the Venturata Raw protein shake. I just did a video about it somewhere else. Go look for it. I don't like to use the pea or the whey or the casein or the hemp or any of those powders. Let's go for the raw, pastured, cage-free, free-range, blam, booyah eggs. That's a really great egg shake. You whip it. You could use a hand blender, stevia, coconut milk. And the reason why I use coconut milk is because, of course, I'm trying to avoid casein, guys, because sometimes it can have an allergic reaction. It can be an allergen to some people, a lot of people. And when you're trying to adapt, what the heck is wrong with my blah, 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 blah. That's all. Okay, guys. So if you want to learn more, go to my website or my Facebook. My website is stephanieperson.com. It just went live. So a lot more stuff's going to get chunked on the site and more. I'm going to start showing workouts, guys. I promise. And if you want to go to my Facebook, my old one is stuffed. So go to Stephanie, the business person. Bye-bye. Peace out. I hope I covered everything about the darn protein. I mean, I'm just telling you. And today somebody called me a superhero. I was like, yeah, I'm a superhero today. Feeling kind of superhero-ish today. Oh, yeah. I'm a superhero. I am.